you get so bogged down with automation, and like I can't imagine what your recruiters are facing, and especially when you bring an AI solution into the other side, it's AI talking to AI. Like you sort of lose the human component altogether, and then you're not bringing anyone in who's adding any value.
Your favorite robots.
Isn't that the goal?
Robots
interview
The
robots.
I mean, I say please and
As soon
thank
as
you.
robots eat burritos, we're all screwed, man. We're all screwed.
We're done.
I say please and thank you to my vacuum robot. You never know. They're going to take over the world.
Hide your kids. Lock the doors. You're listening to HR's most dangerous podcast. Chad Sowash and Joel Cheeseman are here to punch the recruiting industry right where it hurts. Complete with breaking news, brash opinion, and loads of snark. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's time for the Chad and Cheese Podcast.
It's the podcast your mom warns you about. It's the Chad and Cheese Podcast, everybody. Live from Louisville, Kentucky, en route to Wreckfest in Nashville. As always, joined here by Chad Sowash.
Hey, chicken cock yet?
I have not. I love chicken cock. I do. Yes, I do. Joining us on this week's show, we have from Havas People, the U.S. Director of Marketing. Does that work for you?
People stuff.
She came right off the private plane to join us today. That is Jackie Carow.
Oh, NASA's.
Close.
Carow.
There you go.
Jackie Carow, everybody.
take
Give it up for
that.
Jackie.
Thank you.
And our guest of honor is Dan Heverin from Humana, a fine local institution and big-ass company. Dan Heverin, manager of TA. Is that good? You want to throw in any SPHRs or anything in there while you're...
TA manager is good.
We're good, TA
I'm not
manager?
sure about special guests, but yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Hey, let's hear it for Dan.
Done. I think we'll cover speed and hiring.
Did somebody say speed? Then buckle up, boys. You're about to learn how to hire fast.
Who is that?
Vetty Betty. From Vetty, the hiring acceleration platform. Come on, man, keep up. What's up, Betty?
Hey, Chad. Vetty makes high compliance hiring easy. Background checks, licensing verifications, and health screenings, all in one place. Real-time updates, no red tape, and no delays. Hiring managers can move fast, stay smooth, and close the deal.
So they just sit back and watch. Hell, I could watch this all day.
That's right. Relax, enjoy the view, and don't lose the hire. It's that simple. With Vetty, it's all taken care of before they can even catch their breath.
Best lesson ever.
Class dismissed, boys. Vetty. Hiring as it should be. Visit vetty.co to learn more.
What's up, Chad?
Another day in
How many
paradise,
bourbons are you into the show here?
This just 4 here. I mean, yeah.
Here. We've been going for all. We've been to Mitchter's. We've been to Evan Williams.
When you put that up on the counter, I mean, what the hell do you expect me to do?
Yeah. Tell the story about 9 bottles versus cases that showed up to the event.
So I get a text from Tyler. He's like, ask for 9 bottles for the event, and they sent me 9 cases. I hope you guys are thirsty. So get ready, guys. I hope you're thirsty. We're not done.
Yeah, we're not done. We're not done. So, thank you, Steven.
Yes, I
thank
think
you,
we did.
Steven.
I did my shout out to Chicken Cock already. So thanks, Tyler and the crew once again. If you're in Louisville, come to Chicken Cock.
Quick shout out for me for the Brown Hotel, serving up the hot browns. I think all the British contingency of our visit are happier and much more full after having had the hot browns at the Brown Hotel. By the way, if you're listening to the show, as always, we have free stuff. We have free beer, sponsored by our friends at Aspen Tech Labs. We have free whiskey, sponsored by our friends at Van Hack in the beautiful country of Canada. By the way, it is Canadian Thanksgiving today as we record. So
And we are
any Canadians in the audience, happy Thanksgiving.
Well, just like so everybody knows, don't forget, we will send one lucky listener every month 2 bottles of cock, right? Not just one, 2 bottles.
Because 2 are better than 1.
That's right.
2 cocks
You have
are
2
better
hands,
than
you
1.
have 2 hands, 2 bottles of
This shit just writes itself. It's
does.
great.
It's too easy.
And if you don't have a t-shirt, what the hell? Go to chadcheese.com/free or click the free link. We'll send you a t-shirt. This is our 5th t-shirt, or we have 5 t-shirts.
Yeah.
You get the newest one, inspired by Motley Crue. And if
An
you
Aaron app.
An Aaron app. Yes,
Aaron
Aaron app is sponsoring that. So with that, let's get to the show and ask Dan what's going on with TA at Humana. Do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I'd like
All
to
right,
know,
let's go.
have you heard of these 2 letters they call AI?
It's A1 according to our government.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yes. I forgot. Yeah. No, the Secretary of Education. That's A1. Anyway.
A1.
So, I mean, it seems to be ridiculous. We can't get away from it. And sometimes we don't want to get away from it because we're always on our damn phones on ChatGPT or, I don't know, Gemini, depending on what your flavor is, Claude. What are you guys saying at Humana now? And I mean, do you feel like it's a little bit too risky right now? You're just going to kind of wait, or are you already like deep into it? Talk to us.
So we are using AI.
How?
So Humana has actually developed its own AI.
Oh, stop.
It's called Strider.
Okay.
So
Strider? Striker.
I don't know what it stands for, but
Okay.
yeah.
That was an airplane.
I know, it's an airplane joke. Sorry.
But it's very similar to Copilot or ChatGPT.
Okay.
But it's for Humana purposes only. It keeps Humana information internally.
So like FAQ stuff.
Yes.
What's it built off of?
That is information I do not know.
It might be multiple.
Yeah.
lines,
So the
but-
IT department launched it about a year ago.
Okay.
And it allows Humana associates to use AI safely without the information getting out into the atmosphere.
wild.
Yeah.
The wild.
So we're able to use it for internal communications, process document building, even resume building, job description development, anything generative AI would use it for, we can use it internally for that.
You always go right for the jugular.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask him about Humana and what they do and
They're
their
a
challenge?
huge-ass
Yeah, I know they're a
company. Go
huge
ahead.
ass company. Just give it Humana. How many employees? What kind of
Healthcare,
what kind of
huge
numbers are we
insurance.
talking about with hire? I mean, you guys hire a ton of people, and you've hired a ton of people based on some of the metrics that I've seen. So just give us a lay of the land of what's going on at Humana and your recruiting strategies.
Yeah, so Humana, obviously a Fortune 50 company, growing drastically throughout the country, really big in Medicare and Medicaid, and we're really growing in the primary care industry. So we really growing in the primary care industry with at-home nurses, physicians, but our bread and butter is the Medicare and Medicaid insurance. And hiring wise, we average about 15 to 18,000 a year.
What's the bulk of hiring that you guys do?
Bulk of the hiring right now is probably, I would say on the insurance side, it's call center individuals.
Gotcha.
We do a lot of hiring for AAP, for enrollment reps.
Mm-hmm.
My team alone hired 550 career agents, which are the individuals that are out in the field selling. We didn't do it a lot this year, but usually we hire a lot of inside sales individuals. And then on the PCO side, there's a lot of hiring for nurses and physicians. So it's a mixture. Yeah.
So as a big company, is it really hard to implement change? Are you a pretty agile company for the size? Like, talk about how there are a ton of startups, new technologies, new things. Like, how is it at Humana to get that buy-in?
So change is kind of a norm at Humana. So we're always changing. Right now we're going through a lot of change. So getting change from a TA point of view, we can try many things with our leaders. They're very open to it. We've built that trust with our leaders, especially how we are developed. So the TA department as a whole is about 200 individuals. We're broken up into segments based on the SVP that we support. So my team supports what they call the enterprise growth. team. So we work with the leaders there, and just this past year, we were struggling with compensation with the sales agents. As you know, with pay transparency and everything, it was a big win when we were able to put that on our job postings, communicate what people were getting paid.
Right.
But with sales agents, it wasn't giving the whole story because what we were posting was just the base pay. So it was actually deterring folks from applying because it was only showing half of what they were getting.
Yeah.
Because 80% of what they were actually getting a year was the incentive, not the base pay. So working with our leaders and showing the data, we were able to partner and get the data and change quickly this past year and change our system to it posting the total compensation just for those positions.
Yep.
So now, with just that change, we were able to attract a better population and better talent for those roles.
Is that nationwide? Are you doing that
That's nationwide.
Okay, because it's not law for every state to be able to do that. So makes it nice because you can just do flat. You don't have to play the, well, in Montana, I don't have to do this. Now,
I mean, you could have done in New York, like range from 1 to $1 billion. Is your
yeah.
That was real popular for a
We
while.
talked
There you
about
go.
that, but we figured we'd be nice to the candidates.
Talking
That's
about
good. That's good.
pissing
Good.
job
Good
seekers
choice.
off. So at Havas People being able to, I mean, there's a lot of transformation happening and not just the AI stuff. I mean, there's some basic stuff that we still are not getting right. What have you seen and what's the biggest focus? I mean, obviously salary, there's a lot of legislation that's being pushed that's allowing or pushing these changes. What's the transformation that you're seeing most?
Over 80% of you watching right now, you watch over and over. We know you do, but you haven't liked and you haven't subscribed. Let's do that. Let's do that now.
Internally?
Yeah.
Just in general.
Well, I would say for your clients.
I think I don't want to say the A word again.
You can say it.
But
Say it. Everybody's asking for
I
it.
think it's a big change is there seems to be a big hesitation, especially among TA and HR, in how to use AI responsibly. It sounds like what you've developed at Humana is for like internal purposes, which is amazing. But I think there's a big transformation around AI, how to use it responsibly, how to enable people to play with it and make sure that they can sort of fail in a safe environment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's sort of a huge transformation. I think another thing that we see with a lot of our clients is around early talent. And there's a statistic that we saw around the next generation coming up is, I think it's 1 out of 5 people self-disclose that they're neurodivergent. So there's a completely different way of processing information, and how do you sort of enable your recruiters to attract people in the right way and also create a sort of safe space internally. And that's probably a big change that we see as well.
So good touch is what you're going after on
High
that
touch.
one. High touch. Good
High
touch.
Well, yeah, not the bad touch.
Yeah. Dan, you're a pretty popular company. A lot of people know who you are. And I hear a lot of companies talking about the tsunami of applicants, both real and not so real. The lazy applies, the AI on the other side that's bombarding you with applicants. Talk about your strategy, what you're seeing at Humana. I assume it's a lot, and what you're doing to combat that flood of AI responses and applicants.
Yeah, so it is real. For example, one of my recruiters posted a director of marketing role about 3 months ago, and apparently there was, within 3 days, 800 applicants that qualified for the role or thought they were interested for the role.
So these are ideal candidates. Perfect candidates came through. Okay, good. 800. That's 800 nice. Yeah, nice.
And when we posted administrative role, within a day, we got 3,000 applications.
Yeah.
So any role we post externally, we're getting hundreds and hundreds within hours.
And these are qualified. Like they've customized their application to fit what you're looking for.
They're saying that they're interested in the position. So qualify.
Okay.
They're just
Okay.
I'll get to that.
Okay.
With us being a federal contract company, we have to keep the posting up for 3 days.
right.
So that's adding stress to our recruiters because obviously we want to provide a candidate experience and we want to take it down when we know when we have one opening, having thousands of applications, we're not going to be able to get through them. But we have to keep it up. So what we do on the front end is working with our leaders during a strategy session to really hone in on the job description and get the requirements to a point where we have measurable skills or measurable experience that we can look on our resume or ask questions at the application stage, where we use self-merit questionnaires to verify if the person meets the qualifications, to at least minimize the number of resumes we have to look at. So we know applicants will say yes or no, whether they have it or not, but it at least takes the list of 1,000 down to maybe 500 that our team can review and then move forward. Now, my team also doesn't move everyone forward at the same time. So we try to look for the best by filtering, by using our skills, using our knowledge, and what the leader has told us.
Are these technological tools to filter, or is this human beings?
This is human beings.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So we work with Workday. Yeah.
But they've got hired scored within Workday, and then they have tools to be able to help you to do that. So if you guys,
we don't have those yet.
Okay.
Easy.
Fair.
Easy.
I look forward to those.
Yeah.
But once we get a group, we'll send them to our screening tool, which that's where we have an on-demand, and we'll allow the candidates to screen there. It helps us filter it further.
Is that a part of the process? So they apply, show interest, go through the assessment somewhat phase, and then you start, that's kind of like a knockout process, and it's just automatic?
It's automatic to the point the recruiter's moving them through it. So
moving them to assessment?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll apply, answer the 5 to 8 questions.
Right.
And then the recruiter will move them to assessment, send the higher view assessment that we use, whether it's on demand, text.
Interview. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see that face?
I did see the face. Sorry, listeners, you didn't see the face.
Higher view text, higher view video. So we'll review those, and then we'll send the qualified candidates to the leader.
Okay, so stacks today are crazy. I mean, it used to be, I don't know, maybe not even 5 years ago, you could pull together a tech stack that just made sense. And today it seems like there's so many point solutions. It's ridiculous. So I know you guys are running into this with your customers. How do you cut through the noise and actually find out, especially with all this bullshit that's being pushed out about AI and scoring?
Help us, Jackie. Help us cut through the clutter.
How do you do that? I mean, just the process itself has got to be unnerving.
Yeah. I mean, I wish there was a magic bullet, right, to cut through everything. But I feel like it also, you get so bogged down with automation, and like I can't imagine what your recruiters are facing, because and especially when you bring an AI solution into the other side, it's AI talking to AI. Like you sort of lose the human component altogether, and then you're not bringing anyone in who's adding any value.
Your favorite robots.
Isn't that the goal?
Robots
interviewing robots.
I mean, I say please and
as soon
thank
as
you.
robots eat burritos, we're all screwed, man. We're all screwed. Dude.
I say please and thank you to my vacuum robot. You never know, they're going to take over the world. But I think it also, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. I think you need to also figure out, you got to start with data. What is the data telling you? Where is it? Where is the data telling you that you need to go before that will help you make informed decisions. And that's what we sort of tell our clients.
Are you finding that certain technologies are better for certain size companies? Or do you say, hey, this is best of class with fill in the blank, and we're putting all of our clients on that? Or are you finding this is best for enterprise, this is best SMB. This is like, how do you, as an agency, look at all the different solutions and fit those into your clients?
He wants your secret sauce.
I'm not going to give it to you.
Well, then just give me a non-answer answer. Okay.
I think the benefit of working for an agency where we are sort of full service is that we have to understand everything that's going on, and we're relatively agnostic, right? So we don't have like a media solution. We're not trying to push a product.
Right.
We are trying to actually understand what is this problem we're trying to solve, and how can we bring, the whole weight of our agency to bear.
So you posted a new job ad. Now you can sit back and wait for the applications to roll in, right? That's why we built JobPixel. Imagine showing candidates why your company is great with real people, real stories, and real culture. With JobPixel, it's not just another job ad. It's an invitation to something much bigger.
Video gives you a 3 times better response rate. So instead of chasing after candidates, they'll be coming to you.
And with a 34% boost in conversions, candidates aren't just looking, they're applying.
And if you're worried about people clicking away, don't be. Our videos reduce bounce rates by 25%. That means they're watching, they're engaged, and they're interested.
282% more engagement. Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger inbox.
Finding the right candidate is tough, but with JobPixel, it doesn't have to be. Show your company's authentic story, and the candidates will follow.
Let's make recruiting fun again, because honestly, it could use some help.
Do you want to see how JobPixel can save you time and money while achieving your KPIs? Schedule a demo today.
So you're a client by client. You don't sort of put people in boxes. You're an enterprise. This is your solution.
Yeah, I mean, I think certain clients are going to have similarities based on how big they are or some of the challenges that they're facing. But I think that's something that we really try to do is, what is the actual solution as opposed to, this is our boxed answer, if you will.
Yeah. So Dan, you're using a lot of solutions, and I just wanted you to talk about, I know you're doing chatbot, I know you're doing sort of a layer of collecting
what kind of
data.
Chatbot is this?
Well, I'm going to ask him exactly what's going on here. So what are you using that works? What doesn't work so well? Like talk to us about what's effective and what isn't with all the stuff that you're throwing at job seekers.
So this past year we implemented Phenom to be our overlay of our career site.
Like CRM?
Yep.
And so website, the career site landing pages, and then the CRM.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So Phenom.
Are they your chat as well?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So they host our career site, both sites. So there's a Centerwell and a Humana site. And then they are also our CRM on the back end, which the recruiters are slowly adapting it. There are some aspects of it that are working.
Yeah.
We're still trying to find out how Phenom will work best with our recruiters process. There are some automated processes within Phenom that I'm looking forward to that we haven't fully put out there yet, but it's a slow process.
Like what? What are you looking forward to?
So the automated messaging to candidates based on the stage they are within Workday.
Gotcha.
Because right now, candidates can sit in a dark hole unless we have a good recruiter that communicates with them. So there's a feature within Phenom that based on what stage they are, a message can go out to them, just say, hey, we're still reviewing your information.
I'm Dan and I'm the man. And okay, got it. So
it's pass that off. They won't let that go.
I'm down. I'm down, baby. I'm submitting my resume. So is Workday your ATS? Are you like Phenom? How does that
work? Yeah, Workday is our ATS, our source of truth, and then Phenom stays on top of it.
So Phenom is a pretty heavy employment branding tool. Do you have an agency? I guess that's a question I should ask.
Do you?
I'm selling. Because Phenom is a branding Phenom was the DNA of Phenom is sort of a branding layer outside of the ATS. Was there an agency involved in that? Like, talk about the branding piece of the Phenom, not just the technology.
So TA Ops, our internal operation team, manages that. They lead the partnership between Phenom, and they brought Phenom in.
Okay.
Before that, we were working with another vendor that failed miserably.
We name names on this show, Dan.
Dan's like, you do, but I don't.
I work for Humana. I will not name
difficult
it.
talent. But yeah, they did a terrible job for us. And,
Okay.
We went Phenom, and so far so good.
Okay.
So when it comes to adopting AI, I just said the word, acronym, whatever. So you've got to kind of like drink your own champagne, eat your own dog food, whatever the analogy is, right?
Not sure about
Have you guys actually, what have you done to be able to adapt to your own processes from a testing standpoint, just to be able to show your clients, hey, look, we're doing this too? Because it's really hard to tell somebody to do something when you're not doing it yourself. So what do you guys do?
Yeah. I think there's a couple of things. So I said we don't have products, but we do have a career site solution. It does have AI as part of it. So it has a sort of chatbot, and there's a sort of AI interface.
And you guys use it?
We are getting there.
Okay.
Oh, official? Yes. Okay.
Boss
Then
says
officially,
yes.
Boss says yes. So that's a part of it, because to your point, we can't sell something that we don't use ourselves and that we don't understand. I think another part of it is, so Havas People is part of the Havas Group, which is one of the big consumer brand agencies, and they are sort of at the forefront of AI. So we can sort of take what they're doing and translate that into the sort of talent communication space. So we have an AI task force within Havas People.
That's fancy.
Yes. We get capes and everything. It's really
capes?
cool. Yeah.
Masks?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the AT. Do you have a van? Is there a van as part of this task
outside,
force?
actually.
Oh,
That's
God,
what
nice.
I drew.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, that'd be great in the job description.
Yeah.
By the way.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dude, it needs a leader.
Yeah.
I think so.
Good call.
So that's something we're doing. We also have something called Converged, which is basically it takes all of the different data sets that exist and converges them into one platform.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yes, I can't claim that. The CEO of our company did. But that's a sort of data source that we can use. So it takes things from, we do a meaningful brand survey, we do consumer mapping. So we can take all of that data and pull that through from a recruitment and employer branding perspective. So there's a couple things, but I think it is this concept of how do we use this in the right way, and not necessarily being the front runner, maybe seeing where a couple of people fail first, and then we kind of come in with our own solution too.
Dan, we've heard about the year of efficiency, which has been going on for about 3 years now, and
He's been talking
we're
about it
hearing
for longer.
COVID, I think, was when I first introduced it to the show. But we're hearing a lot of recruiters, getting laid off and companies downsizing in multiple places. You mentioned customer service. You mentioned a lot of these positions that, frankly, in the news are getting AI'd, for lack of a better word. How does Humana look at the efficiency question and how they build leaner teams, or do they not do that? Like, what is sort of the actions that they've taken in the last few years with AI to change departments?
So that's probably above my pay grade on, I'll be honest, that I can speak of. I can tell you that.
So I'll rephrase it.
Yeah.
At least according to LinkedIn data, you guys are on a hiring spree. I don't see a lot of layoffs at Humana at the moment. Why is that? Is that just the marketplace? Is it regulation? Like, what is spurring the growth at Humana?
So I think it's a couple things. Medicaid, we're gaining contracts. So I know.
So aging boomers.
Yes.
Okay.
Aging boomers is a big win for us. They're helping us.
And all of us, frankly.
And not all of us.
Healthcare is keeping all of us in business. Thank
They
you.
need to sell some of their houses.
So I know Michigan, we just launched Michigan. They're growing really big there. I know we've got a lot of contracts in the works for Medicaid. And then the primary care side of the business is growing quite a bit. And then TRICARE government, we're really big there. So, I mean, I think it's just, even though there's a lot of questions in the government with healthcare, we're steady with that. And we're growing in the primary care.
Fair enough.
Get any questions from the audience before we have to?
Yeah, we got a few minutes. We got Humana, and we have one of the world's most prestigious agencies here in the
and
house.
You have Chad and Cheese. I mean, who wants to ask us a question?
And us. So
what kind of bourbon?
Feel
what
free
kind of
to
bourbon
turn the
do we like?
tables and ask us a question.
At Shaker Recruitment Marketing, our comprehensive services include branding, talent attraction, MarTech, and analytics, empowering you to achieve your recruitment marketing goals. We believe in doing things the right way, delivering the right message through the right activation, achieving the right conversion. For us, business is deeply personal. Our legacy is built on relationships. Together with our people, clients, and partners, we've been shaping the world of talent for over 70 years.
Anyone? Yes.
I'm curious to know what Humana is doing in the sourcing world.
I'm curious to hear what Humana is doing in the sourcing world, just so our listeners know the question. Dan, that's for you.
Yeah, so we use Appcast quite a bit. So we primarily use them. We started them right when we started using Phenom. And then other sources, we use LinkedIn and Indeed. And then we have a team of sourcers. I think there's about 10 of them within Humana that when a recruiter needs help, they tag on the sourcers and they go out and look for where the need is.
How big is your current candidate database in your applicant tracking system?
Couple hundred.
Couple hundred million. Yeah. So are you guys actually using that as kind of like a threshold to go and look for qualified
How do you go
individuals?
from does the audience have questions to opening that?
She led me into a great question. She's good. She's good.
Yes.
So yes.
So
are you guys,
our sourcers are the Phenom SMEs on the team. So they are going into Phenom first to look at our internal database first to see at first who's applied before, who's looked at our career site,
gone through interviews,
who's
like
looked at
made
interviews,
it to the like silver medal round. Yeah.
So looking at leads, looking at applicants, looking at anybody that's in the Phenom system.
Gotcha.
Another question?
Bring it.
For either guest. So I've been finding a lot of kids have been applying for other things. Are you all finding that as well? So what are you doing?
So getting applicants from all over the world, and the jobs are not in all over the world, and how are you combating that?
Non-remote job.
We'll throw that to Dan. Do you want a piece of that, or you?
I
you
can
want
go
to throw?
after.
Okay, well,
I have a
we'll
thought.
go to Jackie after.
If it makes sense.
I have thoughts.
I have lots of thoughts.
So before we were asking the questions if they needed sponsorship.
Yep.
And then depending on if the leaders were open to it, there is a process internally on getting the visa and everything like that. But with recent news, that has changed drastically.
H1B.
H1B, 100,000.
That has changed. So now we are not really looking at individuals that are not citizens.
Dan's good. Dan's good. All right, Jackie, you're going to be less politically correct
I will
in your answer?
Yeah.
Go
I think
for
so.
it.
I'll try.
Here we go.
I was going to bring up the am I allowed to say H-1B visas?
Have you heard our show?
Yeah.
Bring it up.
I'm still in New York time. I think it's interesting that you say that, because I think we're actually seeing it the other way around, because we have an office in Mumbai. And so we see this sort of big shift where businesses are looking towards GCCs because they can't get the international candidates here, which is this like slightly backwards thought. So it's interesting to hear, though, that you're still getting those applications coming from internationally. Yeah, because we're actually seeing it the other way around because of the H-1B visa issues.
Any other questions from the peanut gallery?
Yeah, peanut gallery.
Yeah. Can we get to the question, please?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
She needs a setup.
Rude.
Where do you see recruiting? What would you tell your clients? How do you change
How do I even rephrase that? How do you change the what consumer insights?
That's why we have Steven.
The translation, yes.
Is it?
Based on consumer insights, how would you change your recruitment marketing?
Thank you.
Thank you,
Wow.
Stephen.
That's it.
Where
That-
English
the
was
context
invented, Glasgow, Scotland. Okay. All right, Jackie.
That's a great question. I appreciate the context. I think we actually have a center of excellence at Havas that Havas People is part of, called the Neuroverse, and it's all around how do you design your brand and put neurodivergent individuals at the heart of that. So whether that's the customer experience and how they engage with your product or your website or whatever it is, all the way through to the employee experience. So how do you mentor? How do you motivate? How do you lead people? So I think it's however you are going to change your process, even if it is for the people who have maybe been ostracized, it will benefit everyone because it's ultimately universal design. So
there it is. Live from circa 1858. This is the Chad and Cheese Podcast. Let's hear it for Jackie and Dan, everybody. All right, Jackie, we'll go with you first. If we wanted to learn more about you or Havas People, where do we go?
HavasPeople.com, or you could check us out on Instagram or LinkedIn.
Love it. Dan, if someone wants to connect with you, where would you send them?
LinkedIn. Easy to find me, Dan Heverin.
Easy peasy, nacho cheesy. Can we do a dad joke, or is that too far?
No,
All
go
right.
ahead.
All right.
It's called 1856.
1836.
1824? Chicken Cock Headquarters, everybody. What are we doing? All right. As a Hoosier, I have to give this one. What do you call a room filled with 32 Kentuckians?
A full set of teeth.
Yes, a full set of teeth. Yay! And that is the Chad and Cheese Podcast, everybody, live from Louisville,
Not
Kentucky.
mine.
We out.
We out.
Thank you for listening to, what's it called? A podcast. The Chad. The Cheese. Brilliant. They talk about recruiting. They talk about technology. But most of all, they talk about nothing. Just a lot of shout-outs of people you don't even know. And yet you're listening. It's incredible. And not one word about cheese. Not one. Cheddar. Blue. Nacho. Pepper jack. Swiss. There's so many cheeses and not one word. So weird. Anywho, be sure to subscribe today on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. That way you won't miss an episode. And while you're at it, visit www.chadcheese.com. Just don't expect to find any recipes for grilled cheese. It's so weird. We out!